Ready to go. I hear audio. So welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us today. We have many people in person and others who are live streaming. Today we have a major announcement on this ambitious initiative right along our quarter mile. This project will transform RIT by creating a new epicenter on campus where technology, the arts, and design will converge and ideas will percolate freely. For 2 years, we have referred to this space as the Innovative Maker and Learning Complex, or the IMLC. We've always known that was a temporary name, and today that name will change. We're here to unveil the official name, thanks to the inspiration and creativity from our own RIT Tigers, one of whom you'll hear from in just a few minutes. But first, some background on this multidisciplinary complex and the naming contest that will define this university space forever. This construction project is the largest undertaking since building the Henrietta campus, which opened in 1968. It will embody RIT's focus on technology, the arts, and design, and give visitors a way to understand RIT almost instantly. It will centralize RIT's makerspace activities, enhance performing arts, and provide much-needed high-tech classroom and study spaces. The large makerspace component and project team spaces will greatly multiply what we already have on campus and will provide students with brand new opportunities for close collaboration. The performing arts component will include individual rehearsal spaces, a large dance instruction studio, and music rehearsal studio. In addition, we'll have a sizable black box, or we're calling it the glass box theater, which will seat 180. It'll be reconfigurable, full of high-tech gear, will be for experimental productions that can be done either in daylight or in a darkened condition. The facility will also add about 1,500 classroom seats to our campus. This is to get thousands of our students into this facility every day and to witness the making opportunities to see how they might become involved. We'll have 22 standard-sized flexible classrooms and 5 extra large classrooms that can seat up to 150 students each working on group projects. There are dozens to thank on this campus who helped ideate and create a vision for this project. I also want to thank the architects from William Rawn Associates, HBT Architects, and our own crew from Facilities Management Services, which includes John Moore and Jim Yarrington, for their outstanding work. Let's give all of these individuals a big hand. Now let's talk about the student naming contest. This idea was seeded by RIT alum and trustee Austin McCord, who is standing just to my right. You'll hear from Austin in just a minute. This facility was funded in part by Austin's record $50 million gift to RIT in 2017. It was also funded through bond proceeds obtained through the Dormitory Authority of the State of New York. As the lead donor, Austin reserved the right to name this complex when he made his transformational gift. Yet he insisted that his name not be on the building. He wanted the name to come from the student body and a designation that would come from the student body that would live on in perpetuity and become a lasting addition to the RIT campus lexicon. In March, we opened up a naming contest to all students. A few interesting points about the naming competition. We received 260 submissions over a 13-day period in March. 18 of the submissions had the word brick incorporated into the title, paying homage to the Brick City heritage here at RIT. Ironically, this building is designed to have a completely open and transparent look with mostly glass and steel construction. The finalists were chosen by student government using a March Madness bracket-style competition. Student government didn't have any details about the entrance. Choices were made solely based on the proposed name and justification and the explanation of the name. The student government reduced that large set of 260 entrants down to 7. The entire student body was then invited to vote on the winning name. Well over 2,000 votes were cast, which is about 20% of the student body that was present on campus this spring. So that's really outstanding participation. In the end, the soon-to-be-announced winner won by a considerable margin. So thank you, student government, for putting in all the front-end legwork. Before we go any further, let me call to the podium the visionary who made today possible, Austin McCord. Austin.
Thank you, Dr. Munson. In 2017, I made a commitment to RIT to help make more resources available to students, alumni, and the community at large. To create, build, and innovate for the future, RIT students will use this building to explore, design, and create in ways that will make a positive impact in the world. They'll design and build in this space, create and perform art through music and dance, and develop technological innovations that will enhance our lives. I wanted RIT students to name the IMLC because I hope they'll feel a sense of ownership with it. Also because I'm not dead yet, and buildings probably should only be named after dead people. I hope that, with all the college tours that will begin and end here, campus visitors will come here and see a name chosen by RIT students that will be far more relevant than my own name or any name I could have come up with on my own. I want to thank all the students who submitted entries to student government for their part in choosing the finalists, and all the students who voted for their favorites. I want to recognize and congratulate 7 finalists for their standout submissions and attempt to pronounce their names correctly. First up is Cato Balsaras of the class of 2024, Jonathan Damardi, Curran Dillis, class of 2024, Holly Elder, class of 2022, Cassidy Owens, Kasharik, class of 2023, Elizabeth Von Laken, class of 2024, and finally Benjamin Westcott, class of 2023. Now, of course, the moment you've all been waiting for, the permanent name of the IMLC, which received 33% of the student vote, is Shed. Apparently this enormous hole is a shed. Congratulations to Jonathan Damardi for submitting the winning name. You're welcome. Jonathan, we're pleased to present you with 500 Tiger Bucks with the help of the RIT Robotics Club and this enormous checkbot that may or may not make it here. They needed some practice driving.
That's pretty good. Maybe we should move over here.
Yeah. No worries.
So Jonathan, congratulations, and I guess we'd like you to make a couple of remarks.
Should I go?
Yeah.
All right. This is very amazing. I want to thank you guys all for participating, first of all. I usually never win these competitions. Like, what are the chances, right? At the point I decided to enter, there was about 200 submissions, and I just kind of let it slip by me. There are many excellent submissions. My personal favorite was The Playground by my roommate, Sarah. So I'm a tour guide here on campus, and we have to memorize all these long names, like the Center for Bioscience Education and Technology, and the Semiconductors and Microsystems Fabrication Laboratory. And first of all, I couldn't let some other person add to that really long list, so that became a part of my motivation to participate here. I also might have been procrastinating a little bit late at night doing my homework, but that's all fine. I really wanted something that rolls off the tongue, so I wanted something short and simple. Our magic building is actually an acronym for Media, Arts, Games, Interaction, and Technology, and Creativity. And someone really wanted to spell out the word magic, so congrats to that. But nevertheless, I really wanted to make it easy to memorize, and I wanted to create an acronym. But for what? It took a little bit of brainstorming and a lot of word jumbling. Ultimately, the Student Hall for Exploration and Development felt appropriate. It feels unreal to know the name that I submitted will be on this building. When I was first accepted into RIT, I was so thrilled, but initially I had financial issues that would prevent me from doing so. I wrote a letter to admissions, and if I were to have additional grants, I'd promise to leave my mark here at RIT. And ultimately, they gave me the grant, allowing me to attend RIT, and over the past 2 years, I have had the best job ever working at the admissions department as a student ambassador. But this kind of sealed the deal for me, and I think I fulfilled that promise here. And now on my tours, I'm the only one that gets to say that I was the one who named this building, so that's pretty an amazing fact. If I could tell future generations of Tigers one thing, it would be the best way to create innovative and is to think about these questions. Does this have to be this way, and can I make this better? Elon Musk hated traffic, so he decided to drill tunnels to make his commute faster. He thought the use of one-time rockets were a waste of money and resources, so he created a reusable launch system. People thought his ideas were crazy, but look where it got him now. Innovation doesn't just happen. It takes a series of late nights, lots of failures, hard work, perseverance, and crazy ideas. This building is dedicated to you, the thinkers, makers, and doers, and dreamers for exploring your passions, developing your ideas, and making them a reality. Thank you.
Well, thanks, Jonathan. And I'd like to congratulate all of our students who submitted what could have been winning names. It was, I think, a tough decision. When I saw the 7 finalists, I honestly had no idea which one might win. And they were all great suggestions, so thank you so much. And thanks, Austin. We so appreciate your being with us today for this really historic day on our campus. And thank you for suggesting a process that is giving us a name that is crystal clear on the mission of this facility. Jonathan, your name, it rolls off the tongue in kind of a fun way. And we all know that RIT is a bit of a quirky place. And so we know for the next 100 years, students are going to be telling their parents, hey, come on over to the shed. And they're going to walk over to this facility and their jaw is going to drop when they see what our shed happens to look like. So thank you so much. It's going to be pretty neat when you can tell your friends and family someday, distant into the future, you're an alum, you're out there, you bring people back and say, I named that building. Super for you. I have one final note. We picked today to announce the good news because tomorrow is Imagine RIT, our Creativity and Innovation Festival. This festival is the university's signature event, a showcase that displays the ingenuity of students, faculty, and staff. Ordinarily, this would be an in-person event. It would draw 30,000 people to our campus. That's what we're used to. Tomorrow, it'll be different. But still, tomorrow, even though we'll be online, we have 263 exhibits that will be on display, and people will be so impressed by all of the hard work put in by our enterprising students, faculty, and staff. Also, tomorrow at noontime, 12 o'clock noon Eastern Time, we hope you will join us for the Futurist Symposium. This will feature 5 of RIT's best and brightest alumni who will share their experiences and insights into the future of technology, the arts, and design. These acclaimed and accomplished alumni will join us for brief presentations followed by a panel discussion. If you wish to learn more, please just go to the RIT Imagine website. It's a pretty simple link. It's rit.edu/imagine. And you can go there and experience all the exhibits tomorrow. A special thanks to our ASL interpreter, and a big thank you to both the RIT Robotics Club for making sure that check of Tiger Bucks got properly delivered, and also for the RIT Pep Band. We have missed you guys this year at the hockey games. Finally, I hope that everybody leaves a little bit inspired today. When the shed opens in the fall of 2023, we're going to be able to experience Imagine RIT every day, and we can't wait for that to happen. Thank you so much. Okay.